Good morning, everybody. I have just pulled back in my driveway. I'm home. I'm getting ready to go do my aunt's nails because it's happy Saturday to everyone. You're all welcome for my clearance wine post in case somebody needed that. But most importantly, I'm coming to find over the last year that I have been putting posts out and growing Be in the Know and Be in the Know podcast. I've noticed not many of you are receiving any of my posts, so most of you don't even know that this sister is on a mission. We are creating, publishing, and distributing paper posters of people who are missing per locality. We're starting here in Michigan in Genesee County, and we are going to grow. And I am inviting anybody who wants to come on board. If you're in another state, that's okay too. I'm going to show you what we're doing. We would love to have you. We're looking to chapter up. At this point, we are not a nonprofit. We are a family-owned and ran business. And as we grow, eventually, Be in the Know itself will become a nonprofit, but Be in the Know podcast will never. We will always be an LLC so that we can show up in spaces that maybe a nonprofit can't. I'm learning so much. The other most important thing is I have seen an influx in the missing persons posts being shared since I started this journey a year and a half ago. For those of you who don't know who I am and what I'm doing, I created Be in the Know almost a year ago now for the purpose of I had been approached by a young woman last August at a Flint housing community who was being used as bait in human trafficking. I got to walk away and she did not. The most important takeaway for me from that was heartbreaking because obviously I'm a mom, I'm a nana. I couldn't save this young woman. And that is so hard to go home and go to sleep and know that I got to go home in a home and go to sleep and maybe she did not. And wherever she ended up could have been a dangerous situation. I don't know. I do know that when I went about to look for her, I could not find her. And we have so many great resources like Name Us. That's National Missing Registry. We're going to shorten that up. For America, of anybody and everybody who is missing, unidentified, pictures and all have been put up and uploaded onto this site. I'm doing a series in my podcast this season, and it will be specifically just for what is a missing person? Who are the missing people communities that show up every day for us that we don't even know who they are, that volunteer their own time, their own lives to make sure that we, the public, know who these missing individuals are in our communities and what human trafficking is and how does that look? What does it mean to be trafficked? So we're coming up with a whole season for that as well. I've gotten to do some amazing interviews. I've met a lot of police officers in different agencies all throughout Genesee County. And I just am so blessed. And here's what I thought I was going to do. Because I couldn't click on the internet and I couldn't say, hey, oh my gosh, I found this girl and I know who she is and we can go tell her parents or her mom or dad or grandparents, her family, I saw your daughter. She's alive. I couldn't do that because I couldn't find her. So I had to wait to be accepted into different groups that have information about missing people. If you go to Name Us, if you go to missingkids.org.com, I'm so sorry, you guys, I have to look again. It's actually NCMEC, and that's NCMEC, and it's missing kids. So if you were to put that in and look up, you're going to find every missing kid listed. So also we have Missing in Michigan. They do a wonderful, phenomenal job, and we got to interview some of them as well. And so many more. And so far, my super favorite is Helen Smith, and I'm going to get to talk to you about her too. But it's really important. So when you see my stuff come across, please share. Please don't just share the missing people, but please share all of this information because it is so important for every single one of us to know what's going on in our community. I mean, by all means, if you don't want to know that the guy next door to you could be harboring minors and doing god-awful things to them, that he groomed them to come hang out at his place, then I guess you don't. But I hope the neighbors on the other side of you and across the street from you absolutely do want to know this. And I hope that you will also be engaging and want to know. Maybe it was the girl up the road that went missing and no one can find her. Maybe she didn't want to be at home anymore, or like I said, somebody was grooming her from the internet and she ran away. This is happening so much that when I came up into this community, here's again what I thought. So I'll finish this. I thought, I'm going to go out there. I'm going to put some of this information out. I'm going to take the information that everyone's working so hard for on the internet. I'm going to create these paper posters, postcards. And our new book that's going to be coming out very soon, Picture Me Found, is a compilation of everybody who is missing per your state, per your area. And trust me, this is a long journey. You're going to be able to open physically this book and you're going to flip through it and you're going to see these are the people who are missing. So if you're driving down the road and you happen to go across the teenagers with the backpacks, because everybody's got them these days, is that a missing child? And a missing child is anyone 21 and under. So college students are included after Suzanne's Law. We have so much great information coming up for you guys and some new admins. We just have Bella, who has come on board to be our junior admin and our teeny ambassador, and I'm really excited to get to introduce that section of Be in the Know and the new information that will be coming up, and she'll be handling the cold cases of missing children. So please share and stay tuned, and thank you for inviting Be in the Know to be in your space today. Have a great Saturday, everyone.